Hello, chat. It's Valvin Day! Yay! Yeah, so today we're gonna be checking out the update. We didn't do any weeklies. I don't know if there is really many weeklies we want to do, but yes, I want to buy this. What's all in here? I like how shiny it is. Okay, that doesn't really, translate well. These are some nice blues. Man, these blues are really nice, but, like, all of these, like, blacks and browns, like, not sure if I'm a fan of them. That's a cool cliff. Ooh, it's holographic. Are all the Prex cards, the heirloom Prex cards holographic? I haven't really paid attention to them. That's really cool. Okay. I think there's other stuff in the market here. Yeah, seasonal. Glyph, sure. That's kind of an uncanny looking horse. Not sure how I feel about that. Then there's these overpriced packs. Yes, my favorite. I think we have all the stuff from previous years that we care about. Here, we'll look at this stuff. I don't know if I'm actually gonna buy any of it. This is what, for Dagath? Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I was thinking Varuna. I think because, like, the tail. This is kind of a cool skin. I don't remember what the other Kate skins look like to compare, honestly. Ephemera. Oh, is this the horse that... Yeah, okay. I don't really think I would make use of this. That's kind of cute. Other stuff I don't really care about. Yeah, I'm not really that hyped about these packs. I don't know if I would actually buy any of them. Definitely not today, though. I think there was something else that was, like... Was it something here? No, I don't remember what it was. I thought they said some... Maybe I'm thinking of this thing for a credit. Let's go put the boy Valbin on display. Okay. No, not upgrade. We're gonna have to mess with that build. Appearance. Wait, what does this skin look like? That's honestly kind of cool. But, no, wait, hold on, this one... But I actually... No, here, which skin was it? It was that one. We can overwrite this one, sure. I'm honestly not that fond of the heirloom helmet. But I don't know... I don't think these other helmets really, like, translate that well. We'll just stick with the heirloom helmet. Attachments here. Okay, that does color that. Okay, cool. Then let's do that. No, we'll stick with this. I think we gotta, like, figure out the fashion for the base part first and then the coat after it, but I think it's something that we have to do kind of simultaneously. I did kind of want to have yellow energy. Something about just, like, gold vauban tickles my... is really appealing to me. How about that? I don't think I like this, the, like, heirloom glowing texture for him that much. Like, I really liked, Valkyrs. What if... okay, hold on. This is really the test that we have to try. We have to do that. And then... where is it? That's actually pretty cool looking. No, okay, this is more like Valkyries than I thought. Yeah, I kind of like that look. We can mess around with, like... where is... yeah, smoke palette. What if we get, like, a dark gold? That's not dark enough. I didn't mean to click that. Oopsies. That looks mostly just yellow. Hmm. Nah, it needs to be, like, less... what the heck is the word for it? Saturated. God. I feel like this is kind of the best we're gonna get. We gotta change these pants. That's just that. We'll do, like... what kind of color scheme are we thinking? We could just make it, like, dark. Because I do kind of... this looks tacky. I made this years and years and years ago. So we're not going to just do this. But I do kind of want to do something that's, like, inspired by that. You know? I don't think it can just be gray. I think it has to be... yeah, something like... some kind of these colors. This, I think, we're gonna make white. That looks nice. I think we have to mess with this color some more, though, and get, like, the right kind of shade. These colors are kind of nice. We could do something like that. We'll try that. And then I think the coat we can do separately. I think we do have to give him his Signa. But then what kind of colors are we thinking for? Ooh, wow, that's really bright. I do kind of like the accents. Hold on, we didn't even mess with these accents. Okay, so it's those. That can add a bit more color. Do we just want to make them white? We could make it like a slightly bluish. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. Back to attachments. Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, I do think having the mostly light jacket looks the best. If we, like, look at that... I don't think with this animation set, this looks good. I think we have to do that one. We could change animation sets, but... okay. I think we need to change... Is it... Yeah, it's this one. We could just do... something like that. And then the tertiary... What is this accent color, even? Oh, okay, interesting. What if... Where are they? Here they are. No, I think that, like, bronze look looks actually better. What are, like, these, like, band things supposed to be? I don't really know. These are gonna be, like, a tough one to color, I think. We could just try white. Nah, I think white just makes it blend in too much. I think having a splash of some other color is a good idea, but I just don't really know what other color we're thinking about. I think we need to mess with this, like, yellowy gold. I think we need to make it more, like, gold looking, personally. The blue kind of looks nice, but I think that's very biased. I don't know if these are... I think these are the emissive. This one? Yeah, okay, those are the emissive. I think we can kind of keep the pink. The pink kind of, like, makes it pop a bit. We could try, like... Yeah, we'll do, like, blue highlights. Those look nice. Yeah, we gotta mess with these, though. Where's the emissives on his body? Because that's something we haven't messed with. Oh, is it like these things? No. Whoa, there's a lot of lag. They might have to do a hotfix, because that's very laggy to mess with his emissives. We're just not going to mess with them, I think. We'll just put it at white and leave it for now. But we do need to mess with this. I could try making this a different color. Yeah, I think putting like a bit of like orange in here. Ooh. Like some dark orange. I think that gives us what we're wanting. I think we have to figure out... Yeah, okay. I think that kind of sets it apart a bit more from the coat. That looks nice. It's not particularly interesting, but I'm a very standard type of person. Copy attachment colors. No, we can have that blue. We could just make that white. We'll just put that on for now, I think. I don't know what the animations are for. I saw someone put the one of the Excalibur Deluxe poses on him, and that looked pretty good, but I think he needs something more than his default. This is not interesting. Da, 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 da. Not Umbra. Yeah, it was this one. Fuck it. We'll be like everyone else. We'll just throw it on. It looks good, right? Sigils we don't care about. Attachments. There could probably be room for a chest attachment. Though we'd have to mess with the color channels, make sure we get something that actually works good with the rest of the stuff. Ephemera. We can do an ephemera. We could throw the ball one on him. Not this one. I mean, we could do this one, but I think it's broken. Here, we'll see if this one's broken. It's not broken. Yeah, we'll do this one, sure. I like it. Okay. I don't know what we're gonna do with this, is the thing. Only have one forma in here. That seems okay. I don't remember, like, which one. I think one of these first two abilities is kind of standard DPS. Like, what you're going to be using for most standard, like, fodder enemies. I do think that this doubled damage to enemies with overguard. So yeah, I do think that this is probably more like, hey, there's an Eximus, let's just kill that guy. And then this is your CC. And so I do think if you were to put a helmet on, I do think it would be over one of these two. This seems like it has more utility. Boost speed, speed multiplier, damage multiplier. How long does the overdrive last is the thing. 347 damage per second. That's less damage. God, there was a video that I watched that, like, a long time, pre-rework, of course, where it was basically like, how do you make vauban, I don't know how you pronounce his name, how do you make him, like, level cap viable? And they were basically saying, like, oh, here's, like, 10 different helmets you can put on him. They all kind of do various different things for different, like, whatever you're trying to accomplish. And maybe it wasn't, like, 10. It was maybe, like, 5 or 6. You can put him over, like, any ability. Like, here's all of the different, like, theory crafting ideas. And a lot of what I remember is, like, just get roar because that makes him, and high strength, and that makes him able to, like, do stupid stuff. We could just do roar. Man, I don't know how to fucking build frames anymore. We don't want that. We probably don't need that. Don't need that. I don't even think we need range as much. Radius, that's kind of small. I think we just need range for that. We do probably want some range, though. We'll throw... Here, we'll back out, actually. Debuff amount, buff duration. What does that do? Stripping their armor, okay. He needs survivability, though. And based on these stats, I think it has to be shield gating. We'll throw reach in. Can we get away with blind rage? Actually, does he need duration? If we do throw in fleeting here, this seems like the worst ability. I think we replace this with a helmet. That seems like an okay amount of duration. That doesn't scale off of duration. That's probably a fine amount of duration. Energy, 220 flat. How much would flow give? That's a good amount of energy. Okay. So I think that's energy economy solved. It's a pretty good amount of strength. I don't know if we need more strength. Range, that's probably a good amount of range as well. Radius 17 meters. That's not particularly big. 12 meters is pretty good. I think that range is probably fine. I think... Here's what we'll do. We will do... Omniforma there. Actions, swap there to there. Put that in there, and then... I think we will need to do that. And actually having around 100% efficiency probably means that we can get our shield gate pretty effectively. Do we do some kind of more protection? I mean, we could do catalyzing shields. I don't really want to. I don't like catalyzing shields, but... Duration and strength we can always, fix with shards. Here, does he have any shards on him? He doesn't. Okay. I'm thinking, and I probably shouldn't just throw on shards before we figure it out, but... I'm thinking we do at least... an equilibrium shard. And then... Do we want to just try roar? We'll just try roar. Fuck it. In this lighting, those green pants do not look as good as I thought they were going to. He does probably want a casting speed one. Parkour, I think, is to taste. I think you just have 3 shards for strength and duration then. We still have 2 mod slots. We could easily slot in more strength or duration, honestly. Here's what we'll do. I think we put in... Upgrade. Intensify. How long does this last, actually? Okay amount. We could just put that up there for Prime Sure-Footed. I don't think he has any kind of, what do you call it? Status immunity, so I think we probably need that. And then... It's not going to give us enough. I think we would put either like another auger mod and have it be either secrets or message. Actually, probably. We could do catalyzing shields even, actually. I don't think we need this. What is, like, something... We could do that. That would fix our duration issues. There's probably something better that we could put in here, but I can't really think of what. Let's just throw this in. See how it goes. If I scream and die, then... oh well.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them at your peril.
God, I do not remember what buttons to press for him. Okay, that's what we want to do, yeah. He seems alright if you can get into, like, a corner like this. That's a really fast output time. I'm not... have no health. Oh, and then we can also do... what is it? That one. That's kind of finicky to use. I don't think that's gonna be good. And then I think the key is to just, like, with concentration, to throw down one of your threes before you go into ability spam. Because your threes do not scale off in duration, so you do it like that, like that, that. I messed it up. Decent KPM. Don't nullify me. There we go. Yeah, I feel like the boost pads, I can't really see myself using them that often. Um, but no, he seems decent now. I think I have to figure out survivability. But and maybe energy economy a bit more, honestly. Okay, we can get out of here. Yeah, I think we just throw in catalyzing shields. I don't know if we need more duration. We could do another
You exist to
equilibrium
strike.
shard,
You
potentially.
strike to win. The lesson ends.
Yeah, I mean, it is shield gaining, but it's like, you're a caster, Frame. You're gonna be ability spamming, so I think it kind of works out. Sure. And then we can just throw catalyzing shields in there soon. Where did all of our purple shards go? I felt like the strength was pretty good. Bringing like a shotgun like the Bass Assist means that if you ever do need to just kill some dudes, you can just shoot that. Yeah. So, I'm not really sure what these last shards could be. If the regenerate shields with blast damage, if that actually works, I could see potentially doing that. Because you can just vortex a whole bunch of guys together. Let's say like 5 guys. And then that would give you something like 40 shields. I guess that's not that much compared to just casting an ability. It would kind of stagger your shield get a bit, but... And actually with catalyzing shields, it doesn't even matter how much shields you're getting, so... Oh, here. Last mission results. That's 506 minutes? Still pretty good.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them at your
Did
peril.
I change the energy color? No, I think it's good. Not sure. Getting initial energy. I could do initial energy as filled on spawn, honestly, but... wrong ability to do it in the wrong order. I'm not good with concentration. If concentration was just like 5 seconds even, I think that would make it a lot more accessible. Or, I don't know if accessible is the right word, but just like not fucking clunky. Yeah, I think I gotta get catalyzing shields on here. That counts as a primary weapon? Okay, sure. I could do rolling guard even, too. Please don't kill me. Yeah, he works good in, like, choke point, like, high density type areas. But I do worry that just because he works here doesn't mean that he would work in, I don't know, like an exterminate, I guess. And I mean, I guess, sure, like, you're not going to bring every type of frame to every type of content. Like, they're probably not going to bring, like, Frost to exterminate. You could, but it would be slow. I guess there is kind of like that. Oh, we do have Panzer as well. Panzer is probably heavily skewing things. Hmm. What kind of KPM there? Eh, it's like a 90 KPM. Not terrible. Could be better, though. There's like some weird line of sight stuff. Oh, there's even augments that we could look at. Forgot about augments. Wrong button to do. That one is what I want to do. There we go. Come on. Okay, there we go. Let's get out of here. Shield gating is just so wonky. But I just don't think that anything else is viable on him. I mean, he does have armor, but, like, his starting health is so low. Come on. Okay, there we go.
It
Whatever.
is done, Tenno.
Yeah, let's check out the augments. I always forget about augments. Da, 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 da. Augments. Can we go here? Is there a Tesla Nervos augment? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Da 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 da. That doesn't seem worth it. That seems okay. No, actually. No, because we're shield gating, this wouldn't be good. Because we're kind of using this as, like, our shield gate ability. So, no, we don't want that. Wait, Piercing Roar. Hold on. Yeah, this is what it is. Enemy health when a Nervous is first attached is converted into a mere burst of... Should I be, like, moving them over here so that people see? Converted into a... Killed. That seems like it basically scales with... You would need to use this augment, but potentially this would make these better at killing... But you need a lot of duration, and we're kind of sacking duration, though. Nah, I don't think so. Catalyzing shields. We'll just throw in an Umbra. No. Omni is what we want. Oh, that even reduces your shield capacity. So then, yeah, this would, I don't think I'm really... Here, let's just check really quick. We'll put that there. Fuck it. This is polar, format at least, but, like, if we did just do... Vitality intensify. Intensify. $950. No. And he has no way to heal either, so, like, I don't think persistence is viable on him. I think you have to go the shield gating route. That was with that even, so yeah, no. I think you have to do shield gating, play with catalyzing shields. I want to say with how often we're just spamming abilities. Well, let's see. 40% energy is spent. 54. I think... I think if my shields don't change... I think if... I kept... Nah... Wait, actually, would it not even matter? I don't think I'd have to get to max shields. What am I trying to... I don't remember what I was trying to think of. Oh, well. I think this is what we have to go with. We'll level him up one more time. We'll see how it goes. Oh, do we want to put on more Archon shards? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Wait. Gain 2 health per enemy killed with blast damage. Max 450 health. If that scales depending on the amount... I don't... No, yeah, I think it would. I think it should scale, so, like, you could get up to, like... 900 health from this. If you're spamming. Is that what you do? Is that the play? We gotta test this. Even 900 health is not that much health for persistence. But... No, I don't think it's worth it, because, like... You would be getting 4 health per kill with blast damage. Even if you were killing 10 enemies... Wait, this doesn't even heal you. No, this only increases your max health, I believe. So no, we can't do that. Never mind. I think we just throw in duration. Yeah, let's just go in there. Okay, yeah.
Accept your death, and you may yet avoid it. Trust in your...
Oh, we could do starting energy. Eh. Wait, we can just honestly just do that, even. Come on. I think catalyzing shields honestly just might not be for me. Nope, nope. Yeah, it feels more like when playing Valorant, it feels like I'm just trying to play as my operator. And I feel that's kind of the case with a lot of frames that rely on shield gating and more specifically catalyzing shields. Pomi was another example that I just it feels like I'm just playing as my operator. It could just be this tile maybe, but to be fair, in a squad, I wouldn't be eating shit as much. Because not all of the enemies would be targeting me. But yeah, I'm just not the type to like catalyzing shields, I think. It's just not for me. Wrong button. I can extract. Not yet. Okay, I need more kills. Because we have done a terrible job at killing this round. Are we good yet? Nope. There's some weird line of sight stuff with Mortar Strike, is that the name? His 3. Like, it just isn't hitting sometimes when it really should be. There we go. Okay, come on. Get me out of here. I'm gonna die from these little sensors. Okay, well, we tried making Valbin work.
So we learn the
I'm not that
importance
impressed, though.
of clarity and purpose.
Yeah, Valbin. The skin is really cool. I like the skin. But I don't know what to tell you. I think the biggest issue feels like just his survivability. I think he does decent CC and damage and stuff now, but his survivability is just wonky. I don't really know how to get it to a state that I at least am happy with. Like if he had even an extra, I don't know, like 100, 200 health. Here, let's look at this. Yeah, if you're getting, like... I think this said that you get, like, 1,000... Up to 1,500 armor. So... that would get him the armor threshold for persistence. But only having 1,000 health just, like... that's not really enough. And he doesn't have any way to heal. From what I know. Like... I guess you could do persistence and... is it blessing? Yeah, you could do persistence and blessing. Get up to... 2,200 health. But then you have, like, no ability stats. Or no room for, like... well, yeah, you'd have no ability stats because you'd have 3 mods that would be taken up for survivability, 2 arcane slots taken up for survivability. Like, that feels like the issue with Valbin now, is that you just have to invest so much into making him just not fall over constantly. And if he is like a frame that just excels better in groups, like, I do think there is kind of room for frames like that. Or, how to word this? I think if he can survive in a group setting, then I guess that is something, but I really do feel like in Modern Warframe, I feel like there's so... okay, how about this? There's so many Warframes nowadays that can entirely solo missions. You don't need a group for most frames. Most frames can just they're kind of jack of all trades, but like they can just solo missions completely fine. And especially for me, mostly playing solo, why would I bring vauban? So I mean, if we even look at this, actually, hold on, hold up, hold up. We already have Umbral Intensify in here, right? Catalyzing shields we would replace with like Umbral Vitality, and so we'd only need to sacrifice one other mod slot and one arcane slot for ability stats. We could honestly sacrifice Augur Reach. That is probably the mod that gives the least, and that's mostly here for the shield gaining effect. We could get rid of that. Replace this with, I don't know, something else as well. Do you do Persistence Valvin? I mean, again, I still don't really know how you heal. Do we... do we want to try a mission with Persistence Valvin? I think we gotta. I think we gotta. Persistence. Blessing. Blow. Sure-footed. Dude, there's no fucking space for the other mods. I'm gonna have to form a even more. Well, okay, actually, I think potentially an unranked Umbral Fiber still works. Not initially, but once you can cast one Bastille, I think that I mean, even full rank Umbral Fiber doesn't really do that much. Okay, so you do that. Do we just throw in the Umbral Forma? I think we do. I think we do. And then we have 3 slots for... what? Stretch, Bleeding, Blind Rage? What if we just do Transient Fortitude instead? I think we figured it out. I think this is what we do. Oh, okay. We don't get the duration bonus. So... Those durations are pretty sure. The duration of that is fine. But I think the duration of this is pretty bad. What if instead of fleeting, we do streamline? That might be what we do. This is so stupid. This is stupid. So we have less range. I think that's fine. Slightly less strength. I think that's totally fine. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is gonna be such a dumb idea. I'm gonna test in the simulacrum first, actually.
You are a true hunter. Where would the sanctuary be without you?
We can't have Eximus. We'll just do this. Simulate. Okay. Resistance, Bastille. Increased armor taken from suspended enemies. 1500. Does it give it if we collapse it? Ah. So maybe the idea is you don't want to just collapse your Bastilles. Maybe that's been the issue. This is so stupid. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Why am I doing this? Why am I trying to make persistence work? We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. I have the knowledge now of not just making vortexes.
Each enemy is more powerful than before. Only with true mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
I forgot to put on roar. Okay. Oh my god. They murdered me. We may as well just throw those out. We are in like a choke point where it's able to really shine, but Mortar Strike kind of fucks. It's like so dependent on how many enemies you actually have in your Bastille, though, is the issue. Yeah, that might be the issue that we're facing. Can it stop getting sucked in? Yeah, at this point it's kind of just keeping up the armor buff. Hmm. I need armor. I need armor. Oopsies. Yeah, the 1 and the 2 kind of just do the same thing, feels like. Please don't kill me, Torment. Can you stop running away? Give me armor, give me armor, thank you. Well, I don't know how this would work at high levels, where, like, you're getting fucking shot for 500 health every second, but it does kind of work here. If I remember to actually get... I think I need more duration on the build. I think... Did we put duration? I think we did put duration shards on, so I don't really know how we get more duration, but... Oh, we're max already. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. I do actually think persistence kind of works better than... What the fuck do you call it? I think I like persistence better, for me, at least, than, catalyzing shields.
You exist to strike. You strike to win. The lesson
That's so
ends.
stupid. Oh. Having to resort to using persistence. Armor. Here, let's take this out. Fiber. How much would we get at max? 588. Okay. That's not a ton, but I do think that would make if you accidentally let the buff drop off from Bastille. I think also just like using Bastille instead of just Vortex spam, I think that's probably the better play as well. Because you have decent enough range already, so. I'm not going to invest the other Umbra Forma in him. But I think something like that is the build. As stupid as it is. I think that's what you do. I hate it. I hate it. Okay, anyway. Let me see if we want to do Descendia this week. Primary Arcane Adapter. Ew, I don't really care that much, actually. I don't think we checked the shops and stuff, actually, so we can just go and check these really quick. God, why? Why did it have to be persistence? Kuva, we don't care about Kuva. How much do we have now? Whoa, when did we get that much? Holy crap. I could probably afford to buy this, sure. We'll buy this too, actually. So, let's see. We need to get 40... No, wait. Hold on. I think when the I think when the new Prime Access comes out, there will also be another Umbra Forma around the same time, which will be like in a month for both of those. And so that means that in a month, I will want 520 Steel Essence. We're at 330 right now. I probably shouldn't have bought that Veiled Ribbon Cipher. Whatever. We need to get like 200 more. I think that's possible. I think it'll take a bit, but I think it's possible. Especially with just how many fissures I've been doing lately. Can we make another form, actually? Not yet, okay. How many is that? That's 110. We're gonna need more than that, but pretty good start. Iron Wake, yep. Yeah, off the top of my head, I think we're gonna skip Descendia this week. I think doing... what the hell do you call it? The calendar. We're probably gonna want to do that at least. I don't like how it has all of these. This is dumb. Calendar. No. I'm gonna BRB for a bit, and then we will check the calendar, and, do more from there. Yeah. Yeah, I'll BRB. Wrong thing, actually. There we go. Okay, yeah, BRB. Alright, chat, I am back. Calendar, yeah. We don't care about that. I don't really care about that. I guess we'll take the Exilis. Guess we'll take the adapter. Oh. 2 challenges for... oh, no. We're not doing that. Nope. Okay, so I guess we'll just go to here. Attack route with melee weapons. Okie doke.
Please select destination. Plotting route.
Yeah, I like Valbin an okay amount now. I think he's a lot better. I think you can do things on him. You can make him work for stuff.
These foes deserve your respect. Honor them.
He's
with
a
quick
little...
deaths,
not
and
clunky.
die with your victory.
I don't feel like he's a good pick for most things. I think you can play him if you want to, but I feel like there's likely always going to be a better option. Maybe in like defense missions or something he might be decent. Stuff where you have to defend, yeah, I could see Valbin actually being like pretty worthwhile to bring now. Stuff where you have to defend, though, is like... how to word it? You're not going to get like an EDA or an ETA where you're just going to be defending the whole time. And I feel like that's kind of the meta now of like, when a frame gets reworked, do they become a good choice for EDA and ETA? And I can't say that he's a good choice for those. I think he relies a bit too heavily on well, there's a lot of good frames now, I think maybe is more the issue. And I don't feel like he compares to all of the other frames. Like, I don't really know how to, like, frame this. Like, on a tier list, I think there's so many, like, S and A rank frames, and I feel like now he's, like, a B+, he's really close to being good. And, I mean, B+ is still, in the scale of things, pretty good. But he's just not, like, at the top. Like, half the roster now is at the top. Or he might even be, like, A- or something. And it's, like, just... That's the thing, is there's so many different frames that are better than him in, like...
Please select destination.
Probably every way except maybe CC. His CC is actually pretty good, honestly. But... like, we just don't really care about CC now, so... I don't know. This rework feels very similar to the Trinity and Oberon reworks, in that they're so much better now than what they were, and like you can bring them to stuff. It's just that you would likely never choose to bring them to stuff. And versus Trinity and Oberon, where like in EDA and ETA, even if you're not going to be accomplishing much, at least you're not going to die. Unfortunately, Vauban is kind of in the situation where he's not going to be accomplishing that much, but he is going to have to worry about survivability. And I feel like survivability in EDA and ETA is so much more of a like point of worry, and that you have to factor into what you're going. That yeah, I think that I could see myself. I know I have played Trinity and Oberon in Archimedia. I don't think I would play Vauban in Archimedia though. I can't really think of a situation where I would choose to play Vauban even. I can't with abilities, okay.
Plotting route.
Yeah, I don't know. I commend Pablo for trying. He did more than even just try. I think he did a pretty good job. But I just think that, again, there's the issue that there's so many good Warframes now, where why would you bring, like, a B+ Warframe? And his build isn't even that cheap, either. It's not like he's budget-friendly. Building Vauban or Vauban Prime is really fucking expensive for new players. And then even then, you need like, I don't know, 4 or 5 Forma, 2 Umbra Forma, probably, in order to complete the optimal build for him. Or at least the build that I came up with. Like, he's not accessible at all. Persistence and Blessing are not accessible arcanes, and he kind of relies on them. I don't remember where Blessing comes from. Blessing might come from Citrine Mirror Defense, Tiana Pass. That's not accessible. Well, I mean, it is accessible to new players, but it's not like they're going to be farming that. And if they are, they're going to be buying Citrine, not Blessing. And then Persistence, I guess it's cheap to, like, trade for, but if you were going to farm it yourself, it's, like, at the very end of the game right now. So, I don't really... I feel like if they adjusted his stats, I feel like he could have been pretty strong. But I feel like his health armor kind of thing, like, I feel like he could have been really strong. But I feel survivability in higher levels is just such he needs too many things. He needs survivability, he needs a lot of ability stats because he's a caster frame, and he doesn't have good base stats to kind of like bounce off of to make his survivability easy. And so you need to just invest. He still has the issue where he needs too many things.
Please select destination. Plotting route.
Which, yeah, that's sad. It's sad that he's in the state that he's in.
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use
Like,
all
I
that
legit
you
think
have
that if they just gave him, like, an extra... $200 health. Yeah, actually, they could genuinely just give him an extra 200 health, and then he would be, like, really good, I think. Let me do something. Okay, we're fine. God, if he had an extra 200 health, how much would he get up to? I feel like that would be like, I don't know, 1,500? No, maybe, probably even more. If he had an extra 200 health, I think it would get up to like 1,600, 1,700 base health. And then, like, you arguably wouldn't even need Persistence, but if you did put Persistence on, then that would be like an extra 2 shield gates or something? Not shield gates, health gates. Like, it legit would be just that simple to, I think, make him a pretty good Warframe. We may as well finish this mission, I think. Get our credits. And then yeah, even like the Lunar New Year stuff, I'm always so torn on because like they're good skins, but just the buying structure for them is kind of fucked. Like, they just inflate the prices, the platinum prices, with, like, all this extra junk that you don't really care about. So... And also it's for Degath of all frames. Like, Degath ain't exactly a great frame either. Like, this update... I don't want to be like, oh, this update sucks. But, not exactly super compelling. Is kind of all I can say. Where is extraction? Not that way. Might be that way, but... we will find out in a couple seconds.
Turns out it's not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff we might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. Marking extraction. Use it when you need it, but only if you need it.
So we learn the importance of clarity.
There was actually a surprising amount of like bug fixes and stuff, actually, so I guess that's something that was in this update. I don't know. I shouldn't be cynical. I shouldn't be like, ooh, am I dropping frames? No, we're fine. Okay. I don't know what's going on. We go here, we get that. Sure. And we're not doing these challenges. Nope. We should probably do these alerts, I think. Oh. Oh, excavation. Well, it's gonna change over in a second, but... I think these two are easy. We can do them, sure.
We don't have much time. Race to the loading docks and destroy enemy transports before they can escape.
Gotta go fat. Ouchies. There we go. Like, okay. What are these geometries? Wait, what the fuck? Okay, that's a little weird. We got time, I think.
The board isn't going to be happy about this. Transports all power to shield orders now.
Why can't I destroy it? There.
Transport, stop loading. Power engines. They're close.
Yippee! Okay.
Rendezvous with your landing craft for extraction.
They fought well. Good
A
dance.
relic?
all.
Cool. We should be doing these. What are they? Steelpath incursions? Is that the name of them? We should be doing them more often, honestly.
Hunt down and capture this courier-class ship. We need what's inside.
Hello.
Drones, take them out. Good work. The ship is disabled. Wait, they're attacking the courier ship to keep us from it. Keep it safe.
Arborcep is fun just being able to just aim in a general direction. Come on, hurry up. What was the other thing I was gonna do though? Crap. Oh, the Gath alerts, right? Let's do them before I forget. Should I just? We'll try Valbin for him, sure. I forgot to put a helmet on again. Oh well. This is a weird spot to hang out in, but sure. There's like, ooh, we like this tile. Would it just be easier to just spam this, actually? That's the thing, though. You play fucking Vauban and you just, like, my operator is better than this. Oh, we gotta do 10 minutes of this? Bro. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do all these decathlon alerts today. If they're like these long duration ones, I don't know if I have that attention span. Man, this skin is just so cool, but like Valvin himself just isn't cool. No, Valvin is cool. His stats are not cool, is the thing. That is the sad truth of Valvin. God, I have such mixed feelings about Shadographer. Like, on one hand, Foley sounds awesome. On the other hand, though, I don't like horror. I'm afraid. I didn't like Chains of Harrow. I mean, it is kind of... I think part of the terror of Chains of Harrow for me back in the day was that I did not feel, like, comfortable with the game. I felt very weak. And so... I think now that I'm a lot more comfortable with the game, hopefully horror stuff shouldn't be as bad. Copium. But we'll have to see. They did say that, you know, we don't really know that much of what's coming in Shadowgrapher off the top of my head. I'm trying to think. I mean, they said that it was supposed to be an update the size of, like, not just an Echoes update. Which Echoes updates are already, like, they're decently sized. But, similar to Kakarot Encore, that's the name of the update. Yeah, Kakarot Encore, though, was a huge update. And so if it's Kakarot Encore sized, like, that's gonna be beefy. I mean, they have a whole nother stream to talk about stuff in a few weeks. Oh, there's the, new adversary weapons, that's right. And then there should also be the new Prime Access as well, which... What are Styanax's signature weapons? Because I'm pretty sure it will be Styanax. But, like, what kind of Prime weapons are we gonna be getting? Wait. Are the Egret considered part of his... like, signature weapons? I don't think he gets, like, a bonus for using them or anything. But I think the Egret did come out. It was, ooh, the stuff from the fucking... from Chipper. The things from the fucking Chipper, yeah. Good job, Sylvie. Yeah... It was like Slatra, I think. Slatra, Egret, and I think there was one other one. I don't remember what it was, though. We will have to go back and check. Get me out of here, please.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
The Grazia stones. Are these even worth doing just for mainly the credits? It's like 10 minutes of work per mission. I'm not gonna do these. At least not on stream. Let's go check. Drifter camp. Yep. What stuff is it? Slatra? Egret and Aphentis. Okay, definitely Aphentis. That's Styanax's signature one.
You having a go? Pick something.
I don't remember Aphentis being anything interesting. Egret doesn't look like it has anything to do with Styanax. So yeah, I want to say
Right?
either we get Slaytra Prime, Egret Prime, or just some other random thing. The other random thing, who knows what it'll be.
I don't do special orders, Princess. What? Yep.
Swap back to there, yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Oh, Archon Hunt. What's that this week? Oh, we already did it. Okay, cool. Interception, no. No. I could do these. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't really know what else I feel like doing, honestly. We've kind of done the exciting things that we really care about. This update wasn't as exciting as I was hoping it would be. I don't know. I think I think I'm just kind of tired. I think I should just end stream. But yeah, we figured out that Valbin is a solid okay now, and we formatted him. We put a bunch of stuff in him. And we did some other stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Not that much doing this up today. Yeah, I think that'll be it. I will end stream here. Ooh. Next stream should be Portal, actually. That'll be fun. But yeah, I will see you guys. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow or the next day or whenever I feel like it next, but we'll see. But yeah, I will end stream here. Y'all take care. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.